SOULSEEKA. SOULSEEKA.
What's going on, people? It's a SOULSEEKA 360 Waves, doing a little tutorial about cutting your hair. Basically, this can be for 360 waves. This can be just for a simple cut, whatever. But a good tutorial, man. Of course, I'm always advocating people just getting the courage to get out here, cut your own hair, man. It is rewarding. So basically, you'll see my starting point right here. Start out with a little curly fro, and that was the end result there. Basically, this is a low even with a temple taper. Got the lubrication, the lubricant that also disinfects as well. I think it's from Andis, and it's very good with cleaning up the blades as well as lubricating it. So go ahead, start out cutting. Before you cut your hair, comb out your hair. It's very important for getting the hair all even when you're cutting the hair. And if you're going ATG, it'll probably be even anyways, but this keeps you from cutting some parts lower than others, cutting out whole curls and stuff like that. So after that's done, go ahead and make sure again your blades are cleaned up. Now starting out, I'm not going to give you really the measurements because it's not universal. You don't my measurements of the blades that I'm using, or the clippers I'm using, are not going to be for everyone. But that is a number 2. And it looks like my hair is balding a little bit there, but just the way my hair parts out. But so now I'm using a number 2 clipper. Again, this is not going to be for everybody. This is for me, so I know it's my length to use when it comes to cutting my hair for 360 waves. So yours may be a 1, yours may be a 3, depending on how curly your hair is. My hair is a little fine, so I know a number 2 is definitely gonna give me the length that I need. Going any lower, I'm definitely not gonna have any waves, so number 2 works out for me. But taking the clippers, going all the way around your hair, making sure that everything is even, everything's on point. You keep on just keep on cutting until you stop hearing hair being cut, basically. And those of you that cut your own hair, or you tried, you know what I'm talking about. You can hear the hair being cut. But once the hair is all even, you need to stop. But you need to pass over a couple of times. I'm using the Oster fast feeds, and I find with these it's a lot less passes over my head are needed to get a good even cut. I'm going to be doing a review on these clippers. I love them. They're expensive. They're about $100, but well worth it. Well worth it. So make sure you're getting over there behind the ears, around the ears. The crown, you've got to be familiar with your crown, what way the hair grows. I'm doing against the grain here, so I've got to make sure that I'm going against the grain all the way around my head. And the crown is going to be probably the trickiest spot. So everything's even. Brush the hair out. Get everything else and get it all brushed down to make sure it's all evened out. So now I'm going to do the temple fade. I call it taper. That right there is a number 1. Again, this is for me. This does not mean that these are going to be your measurements that you need to start as well. So it's a 1.5 all the way out. So I'm getting those hairs down, getting everything even. Very important that you brush your hair with this part here so that your hair is all down flat. Get behind the ears there. A lot of hairs will be sticking out. All right. So now we're ready to do the taper. I am no guard. It's a 0. Actually, it's a 0.5. Going up with the blade. See, I've got it turned around and going up. Make sure that you're combing. Comb is very important. As you're going up with the blade, some hairs will be out of place, and so the combing is very important. Keep the hairs in place. So putting the blade, putting the guard back on, just dropped it. Make sure those guards are on snugly. All right, so we're back at a 1.5. Guard is the blade, the clipper is all the way out. All right, so going up. Basically what I'm doing is just making layers right now. That's how the blend happens. Making different layers. Comb, comb, comb. Every time that you're done, you gotta make sure. Okay, so we're back at a 1. Bringing it back in. So just making different layers as I'm going in. And bringing it back out. Now I'm not going all the way to the 0.5. That's about a 1.25. I'm like putting, I have the guard right, the clipper right in the middle. I learned the hard way, man, that combing or brushing, whatever you do, that really does make a difference. If you see barbers, you see every time, you know, they're doing that kind of stuff. Allow them to have a comb in their hand as well. Just keep that hair in place to make sure all that hair is fading like it's supposed to. Same thing on the other ear. This time I'm starting out, again, 0.5. Just creating those layers. Your placement of and the way you hold the clipper as well. The angle, you know. There's gonna be a parts where you'll see later on where I'm flicking the hair, like back on the 1 guard. Just creating those layers. There's usually 3 layers you want that cause you to help you to get a good blend. The layer where the hair actually is, a middle layer, and then the final layer. Back to the 1. Combing. Just making sure, man, again, just looking at those. You wanna, don't be very, you know, perfection is good. You know, it's a wonderful quality, but be very aware that no one's gonna pay attention to your hair as much as you are. So if the fade, the temp fade is not exactly on point, don't be discouraged. I've spent hours trying to get them even. Get them as even as you can. As even as you can. No one's gonna be paying attention as much as you do. So I've got the 2 guard now on, just to fade out again, to get that top layer. You see that fade is coming right in, going in between guards as well as measurements. Back to the 1. Now, honestly, I have a bad habit of not creating my top layer and my middle layer, my lower layer. If you do that, you'll do a lot less, you know, back and forth with the guards. A lot less. Just make your 3 levels. And just go from there. I'll probably make another video to how to properly do it, but it's a bad habit of mine. I just start with the first layer first, the bottom layer first, and honestly, the best way to do is to do your top layer first and then fade in from there. So see how I'm angling that guard, that clipper there, kind of flicking up the hair. It's almost like an eraser. Getting those guards, getting that blend just right. A lot of patience. Definitely an eye for detail, but again, don't be concerned about getting it even. You don't want it way out of whack, but your main concern when you're doing this taper is you want to make sure it's blended. That is your main concern, and hopefully they'll be pretty even. This one turned out to be pretty even for me. but this does take a lot of practice. It takes a lot of patience, you know, and definitely an eye for detail. All right, it's coming in. There's a lot of cleanup on it. You can see it's pretty much faded all the way through. A little mirror, check it out. Get a good side view. There you go. All right, so brushing again, making sure you're getting everything in, everything even. Sweat does affect the cuts, so you want to stay dry. Doing the lineup, those are my Andis T outliners. Look at my early videos. I did not use a T outliner or any kind of clipper like that. I used to actually use the clippers themselves to edge myself up, and I do have a video where you can figure out how to make your regular clippers super duper sharp. But these T outliners, they are way better for detail. You definitely line yourself up with clippers, but the T outliners, they are very good for quality lineups, really sharp lineups. When you're lining up, start from the middle, go out. Again, you saw me do the exact opposite, but the proper way, you want to make sure you go from the middle out. Let it give you a good straight line. Again, also, you want to be just remembering no one is going to be looking at your hairline as critically as you are. So you want it straight. If it's a degree off, again, don't push back so far. You know, some pushback is needed to get it lined up. No one's born with that straight edge, man, like I said, but don't drive yourself nuts because you cannot get it at an absolute 180 degree line. And with your the sides, I like to push it out. Start at the line I want and go out, not going in. It keeps me from pushing it back too far. You know, another bad habit. Sometimes I'm pushing my sides back too far. But I set my line and just go from there and push out. So doing the back, got my mirror. Keep that line there straight. You have two options. You can round it or you can make a straight line. I like to keep mine straight. The side of the neck as well as the bottom of the neck. Some like it rounded. It's personal preference. No right, no wrong. It's whatever look you're looking for, you're looking to get. Other side, same thing. Just being aware of that line. Just follow the hair itself. You don't want to push it too back because then, you know, your two sides, one angle will be going a lot sharper than the other. And that's all you need. Just keep on following. That's the end right there. The result. You know, tie your hair up, whatever way you do. I got the Surag. I wash my hair, tie it up. There we go. Hair is flat. Everything's in place. The beard is shaped up too. I got another video coming up on that. If you got a beard, you're looking to shape that up. Brush it up. There it is, man. I think the fade is clean. Again, my hair is pretty low, so I don't have waves all the way around, but this is a good starting place right here for me. And a good place to get my connections going again. And everything in order. Now for some shine. I like to use the Cold Label. You can't see the label there. But it's Cold Label, 7 fruits and berries, all natural, great for my shine, for my hair. A couple of squirts. I'll actually be doing a video, a product review on that as well. But Yeah, just take a little bit of that natural stuff, man. It makes the hair real shiny. So it's real quality stuff for your hair. Keeps your hair real healthy as well. All right, that's it. Nothing much else to it, man. I appreciate y'all watching. Subscribe. Thank you, man, for all y'all support, man. All these years. Try to give those good quality tutorials. You can do it, man. There's nothing to it. It's a matter of putting your mind to it. All right? Peace.